After 45, something shifts inside your body through him, and most people never know why. Your joints ache more. Your digestion slows. Your energy drops. Your weight becomes harder to control. These are not random signs of aging. They are connected. And they are reversible. In this video, we're going to show you exactly what is happening inside your body, ANTI-INFLAMMATORY, and what you can do to change it. Let's start with the one system that controls everything else. BDNF, your gut. By your mid-40s, your gut microbiome has already begun to change torsig, and not in a good direction. Diversity of gut bacteria drops. Inflammation rises. And the gut wall itself begins to weaken. Scientists call this leaky gut. And it is the hidden driver behind joint pain, brain fog, and chronic fatigue. Your gut contains 39 trillion microorganisms, more cells than the entire rest of your body. These bacteria produce vitamins, regulate immunity, manufacture neurotransmitters, and keep inflammation in check. When you eat processed food, sugar, and alcohol, you feed the harmful bacteria piney and starve the beneficial ones. The result: more inflammation, worse digestion, lower immunity, and accelerated aging throughout the entire body. But here is what most people don't realize. You can change your gut microbiome in as little as 72 hours by changing what you eat. Garlic, leeks, onions, asparagus, and Jerusalem artichokes are among the richest sources of prebiotic fiber on the planet. These foods pass through your stomach undigested and arrive in the colon as fuel for your beneficial bacteria. As bacteria ferment this fiber, they produce short-chain fatty acids, the most anti-inflammatory molecules in the human body. More fiber, more short-chain fatty acids, less inflammation, better health after 45, it really is that direct. Now let's talk about inflammation, bisnabes, because after 45, it becomes your body's single biggest enemy. Acute inflammation is good. It heals wounds, fights infections, and resolves within days. Chronic inflammation is different. It smolders quietly for months or years, never resolving, always damaging.
After 45, a process called inflammaging begins, where the immune system stays in a constant low-level state of alert.
Inflammaging drives heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cognitive decline, cancer, and accelerated muscle loss. Your joints are one of the first places you feel chronic inflammation because cartilage has almost no blood supply to repair itself. Every step sends impact through cartilage. Without repair capacity, each impact causes microdamage that accumulates for decades. But research now shows that systemic inflammation, not just mechanical wear, is the primary driver of joint destruction. This means reducing systemic inflammation through diet is one of the most direct paths to eliminating joint pain. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound that directly blocks the NF-κB inflammatory pathway inside your cells. Studies show curcumin is as effective as ibuprofen for joint pain plain, without the gut-damaging side effects. To maximize absorption, always combine turmeric with black pepper. Piperine increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Ginger is the second most studied anti-inflammatory food, and it works on the same molecular pathways as turmeric. Ginger also stimulates digestive enzymes, speeds gut motility, and reduces bloating, making it essential for gut health after 45. Omega-3 fatty acids, too, found in flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts poo, are the building blocks of your body's own anti-inflammatory compounds. Inside your cells, omega-3s are converted into resolvins and protectins, molecules that actively switch off inflammation. Dark berries, blueberries, blackberries, cherries are loaded with anthocyanins that neutralize free radicals before they trigger inflammation. Free radicals are unstable molecules that damage cell membranes, mitochondria, and DNA, accelerating aging at the cellular level. Anthocyanins donate electrons to neutralize free radicals on contact PARIV, stopping the chain reaction of cellular damage. Now let's move to your cardiovascular system, because after 45, arterial health becomes one of the most critical factors in how long and how well you live. Your arteries are not just passive pipes. They are living tissue that expands and contracts with every heartbeat. The endothelium, the inner lining of your arteries, produces nitric oxide, which keeps your blood vessels relaxed and open. When the endothelium is damaged by inflammation, nitric oxide production drops, and the artery stiffens and narrows. This is called endothelial dysfunction POI, and it is the first step toward heart attack and stroke, often decades before symptoms appear. The good news, the endothelium regenerates continuously pied, and the right plant foods directly stimulate nitric oxide production. Beets are the single most powerful food for nitric oxide production because of their extremely high dietary nitrate content. Nitrates from beets are converted by bacteria in your mouth and gut into nitric oxide, dilating arteries and reducing blood pressure within hours.
Leafy greens for arugula, spinach, Swiss chard, nosum are also extremely high in nitrates and should be eaten daily after 45.
Combine beets and leafy greens daily, and you have one of the most powerful cardiovascular protection protocols available. No prescription required. Your brain is the most metabolically expensive organ in your body, consuming 20% of all energy while being only 2% of your body weight. After 45, brain volume begins to shrink at a rate of roughly 0.5% per year, mostly in the prefrontal cortex and hippocampus. This is why memory, decision-making, and emotional regulation become harder with age and fade. It is literally structural.
But neurogenesis, the growth of new brain cells, continues throughout your entire life. And food is one of its most powerful triggers.
BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, is the molecule that drives neurogenesis. Think of it as fertilizer for your brain. Low BDNF is directly linked to depression, anxiety, memory loss, and early-onset Alzheimer's disease. The three most powerful plant-based BDNF boosters are blueberries, walnuts, and dark leafy greens, eaten consistently. Blueberries cross the blood-brain barrier directly. Their flavonoids accumulate in the hippocampus and stimulate BDNF production within hours. Walnuts contain DHA precursor omega-3s, polyphenols, and melatonin, making them one of the most complete brain foods in existence. After 45, your body begins losing muscle mass at a rate of 1 to 2% per year, a process called sarcopenia.
This is not inevitable. It is primarily driven by chronic inflammation, poor protein synthesis, and declining anabolic hormones.
Muscle loss accelerates fat gain because muscle is your primary metabolic tissue, burning calories even at rest. Every pound of muscle you retain after 45 burns approximately 6 calories per hour at rest, adding up to a massive metabolic difference over time. To preserve muscle after 45, you need adequate leucine, the amino acid that directly activates the mTOR muscle-building pathway. The best plant-based sources of leucine are edamame, tofu, tempeh, lentils, and hemp seeds trublik, eaten at every meal.
Spread your protein intake evenly across 3 meals, because muscle protein synthesis has a ceiling of roughly 30 to 40 grams per sitting. Combined with resistance training even twice a week, this nutritional strategy can completely reverse early sarcopenia within 12 weeks.
Now let's bring this all together into a daily protocol, the exact foods and timing that protect your gut, heart, brain, joints, and muscles simultaneously. Morning, start with a BDNF-boosting nitric oxide activating smoothie. Beets, blueberries, spinach, flaxseed, and ginger. Mid-morning cray, add a small bowl of walnuts and dark berries to keep BDNF elevated and antioxidant defenses active through the day. Lunch take, build around a large base of leafy greens with legumes, fermented vegetables, and a turmeric black pepper dressing. Dinner, focus on leucine-rich plant protein, tempeh or tofu with cruciferous vegetables, garlic, and olive oil. Before bed's sake, a small serving of kiwi or tart cherry juice has been clinically shown to improve sleep quality and overnight cellular repair. This is not a diet. This is a biological maintenance protocol. Your body after 45 is not broken. It is simply operating on different requirements per day, and now you know exactly what those requirements are. The research is clear. The tools are available. The only variable left is consistency, starting today. If this video gave you something valuable, subscribe, save it, and share it with someone who needs to hear this after 45.